Hey, what's up guys? It's Bye here with a guide video on how to do the protect supply event using what I call the long distance strategy. Um, I was able to get 70% at level 25 using 45 and 1T4 marches in my home kingdoms. I can show you guys the ranking right here. So I am currently at rank number 3 at 70.37% here. Uh, so there are pros and cons for this strategy, right? So pros for this strategy is that you have a lot more time to kill barbarians before the final stage. Your caravan will often have very high HP left right before the last boss. The cons for this strategy is that you will probably have to be somewhere outside of your alliance territory, and you are going to miss out on some of the damage boosts which you might need to kill the barbarian faster. So if you are struggling with maintaining your caravan HP above 70% before the final boss all the time, this strategy can work out for you. So let's go into the preparation stage here. Uh, First you need to know that the caravan, they always go to one of the village near your city. So let's say right here, I have my city right here. My city currently is right here. I have a village right here. I have another village here. I have another village here. Another village up here. And I got another village on the left side here. Another village on the left side here. So usually the caravan will go to the village that's somewhere around like 20 kilometers away from your city. So this village right here is 9 kilometers away. So it is too close. It will not go there. This village right here is 13 kilometers away from my city. Right, you can see the distance right here. And it will definitely not go here. This village right here is another 13 kilometers away here from my city, so it will never go there, right? And now we can check on this village right here on the left side, on the other side of the river here. So this village is around 20 kilometers away here from my city, so most likely, the caravan will go here. And it is actually going there all the time, right? I've played this event before, and all of my 6-7 tries, the caravan always goes there. And another thing you want to look for is you want to look for a river, right? Or something, a river or like a mountain. So that when you caravan, right? So if you're looking at here, the distance from this village to my city is about 20 kilometers, but the caravan cannot go directly. The caravan cannot go straight up from my city to this village there, right? Because there is cannot go from city to the village here, because they're like a river blocking the caravan from going there. So the caravan will have to go around the river. So it's gonna have to go up here and around here and go down to the village here, which gave me double the distance of traveling time, right? And this is exactly the reason why I call it the long distance strategy, because my caravan is gonna travel double the amount of distance here using this strategy. So as I mentioned, right, if you use this strategy, you're going to have a lot more time to kill the barbarians before the final boss, because you have more time to prepare, and they don't spawn right like one after another. One thing you want to avoid is you want to avoid spawning the caravans that too close to the village. For example, right here, right? If this village is a little bit further over here, it's gonna be like a 16-17 kilometer distance here. And if your caravan goes straight up to that village, you probably don't have enough time to kill the barbarians like until it's come in wave, right? You can kill the first wave and second wave, but like when the third wave comes, you kill it, and you might not be able to have enough time to prepare for the fourth or the fifth wave. And that is exactly why I chose to use this strategy. So that is the preparation stage for the teleport, right? Find a spot. You have to find a spot that somehow that the caravan had to walk around, and you're going to have a longer distance. You can use your farm city to check out some of the spot. You can use your farm city to start the caravan, the supply event as well, to see where's the caravans gonna go, right? So for me, I love this spot right here because it always go here 100% of the time, and I can keep running. I can keep running the same run multiple times, over and over, right? Sometimes you teleport the city, and sometimes the caravan going down, sometimes the caravan going up, sometimes the caravan going to the right side. It's kind of like not very consistent, right? Like when the caravan going to one direction, it is very consistent there. You can know what can you do better to improve the next time you gotta do it if you fail. So that is the preparation stage for the placement. Uh, the second preparation is you need to have commanders, the right commanders. So for me, into this event, this is the commander that I use for this event here. Um, so the first commander I use, I'm using Grand Leo, right? Lot of AoE skill damage, and very high attack pair as well. Good mobility. The second pair I use was Alex and YSG as well. Again, I want to bring YSG in with the AoE skill damage. The other pairs that I use were a Sadin and Airto Flat here, right? So Sadin for mobility, Airto Flat for AoE skill damage, and she also have a Barbarian damage bonus as well. So you also want to bring some commanders that can deal more damage to Barbarian as well. My other march is my 4 march is Hero and Mermaid here, right? So I'm bringing commanders that can deal very high damage. So Hero very high attack. Mermaid can also bring AoE skill damage. Also increase attack by 20%, increase skill damage by 20% as well. So that is another one, right? More like very high DPS march that can deal AoE skill damage. My 5th march was Genghis Khan and Sun Tzu. Initially, I use Genghis Khan and Chow Chow as well. I bring Sun Tzu at the end to get more AoE skill damage. But I think Genghis Khan and Sun Tzu gotta do better because of a higher skill damage and a better AoE skill damage there. So this one I'm using T4. So this was my lineup for my setting for doing this event. So I have a Grand Alex, a Grand Leo, Alex YG, Sadin, Airto Flat, Hero, and Mermaid, and Genghis Khan and Sun Tzu. If you have a better commander, with like higher AoE skill damage, I strongly recommend you guys to use those commanders. Because like why do you want to bring more like AoE skill damage commander? Because this event has to do a lot with how fast you can kill the barbarian at the final boss. You are going to need a lot of AoE skill damage for you to kill them quick enough. And bringing some commanders that can deal very high AoE skill damage can definitely help you. They can definitely help you to get some ergo from some of the white barbarian as well when you hit them. So that is the plus side, right? At the final stage, when the final boss spawning, a lot of time, like a lot of barbarians are gonna come into near the caravans, and if you can have a lot of AoE skill damage commanders, you can clear them out very quickly. Especially if you only have 5 marches, right? You definitely need to have a lot of AoE skill damage. If you have a 7 marches, you might opt in to some like high single DPS commander pair, but like I think when you're running 5 marches, I would say you have to bring at least 80% to like 70% or 80% of your commanders. They have to be able to deal AoE skill damage, and they have to deal a lot of damage. Now some other thing you can do for preparation is that you can use a skin that gives you more attack. You can use a skin give you more skill damage. For me, I use a skin to gain more infantry attack here because I was running 3 infantry pair. You can also use some attack boost as well. And you have to use 50% army expansion. I don't think you're gonna be able to do very well. You can go very far with 25% army expansion because it is very important that you have to kill the barbarian more fast enough. Especially in home kingdom when you do not have a very high damage increase, right? It's very difficult to do it in home kingdoms. So I think there are some preparations you have to do. Anything else, right? You can also get a war frenzy as well. You can try to like scale or attack a city to get you that extra 5% attack. You can go to one of the holy side to pick up something that give you more attack as well. You want to get as a highest attack as possible on all of your commanders. You can also go to the commander setting here as well to get your commander with gives them more damage. Right, I gave my Genghis Khan more damage to barbarian here. I get tube attack more for Saturn, tube health for Grand. Right, all of my commanders that I'll be using for Z event, I use them here. I give them more stat boost, right? So you wanna try to give them as much stat boost increase as you can. You can try to ask for a title as well, either ask for like a general title or like a justice title. I think the justice title work better because it gives you more mobility at the same time. It gives you more increase in attack. Um, so, so those are some preparations you had to do. But let's think about the event. The thing about the supply event is it this event has to do with luck. Is I had to tell you. So at the final boss, right? At the final boss, it's gonna be depend on how lucky you are. Depend on like where's the final boss going to spawn, right? Where all of the mob going to spawn, how far are they from your caravan, right? Sometimes you can get lucky and sometimes you don't. And this is the reason why I want to go with this strategy, because it can guarantee me a very high HP at the very end when the final boss spawning. I have very high HP going to the final boss. Some other strategy you might have you might have a lower HP when it comes to the final boss, right? So with this strategy on the final boss, you have very high chance of like having very high HP, and then you have to wait for your luck, right? Your luck is gonna play a major role, major role in this event, because at the final boss, it can spawn. It like depend on the spawning of the mobs. They can screw you over very quickly. You can get overwhelming very quickly. So now I'm gonna running you guys over my best run of this event, and I'll talk you guys to some of the things that I've done to walk you guys to it. Okay. Where is my video? Oh shoot. Where is it again? Oh here. All right. So this is my best run, right? So I am here. I am using my, I can see right here, I am using my infantry city skin. I have my marches setting, my marches outside here, waiting to do this event. I have my 50% army expansion on. I have all the attack boosts on. I also have the justice tile as well. So let's keep it up a little bit here. So I'm just picking the event here, going for the level 25 event. So here I got my caravan going exactly where I want it to be, right? So this caravan is going to let's pause it a little bit here. This caravan is going to exactly to where is the village here. That caravan is going here, right? That caravan is going here. As you can see right here. I just gotta zoom out the map here. So it gotta go around the river and going to this village right here. Let's go back to the meter source here. Go here. Alright, so here we got the, me spawning the caravan here. Speeding up a little bit, I guess. So usually, at the beginning, I put one marches at the end, behind just in case. And I have 4 marches in the front, right? So like when the caravan moving up, it is very important for you to position your marches in the front, because if a lot of barbarians spawning in the front, you have to kill them quickly, right? If a lot of barbarians spawning in the back, they have to chase after the caravan, so you have a lot of time to go after them, right? So let's see what happened in this one here. Do I get a lot of barbarians spawning in the front or in the back row here this time? Quickly here. Beating up a little bit, okay. So in this one, right, I have a 1, 2, 3 barbarians spawning in the front only, and a lot of the barbarians spawning in the back row here, and I don't care too much about them, right? Because they have to chase after the caravan here, right? So here you have to focus on taking out the barbarian at the front row first. You can completely ignore the barbarian in the back here, even though the green one they all always going after the caravan, but because they are going after the caravan, they are going from behind the caravan. It's gonna take them a long time to go after, to be able to catch up to my caravan here. So my caravan is safe. So this is the first spawn right here for the barbarian, and it is doing pretty well here, right? So the caravan is still at 100% HP. Let's go to the next. Oh, so I think I was trying to this one I forgot to modify my graphic here. So I tried to go to this one here, this one so that I can get modified graphic, but it did not give me that option to modify the graphic here. So when I go back, so this is the second spawn here, which is kind of like messed me up because I was trying to get the modified graphic going. So here, because the barbarians, they are going from the side, right? So I want to go after the one on the side first and the fun first, right? I can ignore the ones that chasing here. That one, they gonna take some time to go after my barbarian here. And I want to focus on the green one here first, because it is pretty close to my caravan already. And now I can go after the green one, right? Now I can go after the green one here because it is still coming from behind the caravan. So I don't have to focus too much on it. I'm gonna have a lot more time to kill it here. So this is the second spawning, and we did pretty well here on the second spawning time. And at this time right here, I am still struggling trying to like modify my graphic here, man. I did not prepare very well. So another thing you have to prepare is that you have to modify your graphic. It's gonna help you better. Using iPad also can also help you with better movement. I would say. So this is the one, right? And here's comes the first mini boss. So one thing you need to keep in mind is that when the first mini boss spawning, the caravan is going to stop, right? So you have to position your marches a little bit differently here. The previous one, when the barbarian spawning, your caravan is gonna continue moving forward. But in this one, when the mini boss spawning, it's a different story. So now you have to surrounding your caravan here to make sure that you can cover from all directions. Alright, so here I got 2 marches behind the caravan here, and I got 3 marches in the front. Let's see here. The mob is going to spawn very soon. So this one I have a 2, 4. I got the boss spawning in the front. I got 1 marches. I got one mob spawning in the back here. Another green one here. So I got a lot of the mobs spawning in the front line here, right? So I put 3 marches. 4 marches in the front actually, but like after I realized that there are 3 others chasing after me here, so I am pulling back my other commander here to go and take down the other barbarian behind me here as well, right? So here I realize, oh shoot, there are way too many green one behind the caravan here. So I like, oh shit, I need to send more player. I need to send more marches here because I'm not gonna kill them fast enough. And here I am focusing on killing the green one first here. And because I see that, oh shit, there are a lot more than I can handle here with only 2 commanders, I sending back my Genghis Khan back to the line behind to help out with attacking the actual barbarian here. So this one a little iffy, right? Sometimes you can get luckier with the positioning. Sometimes if like a lot of them spawning in the front, you can focus in the front, right? But this time it's kind of like, oh my god, some in the front, some in the back here, right? It's a little tricky sometimes, right? Sometimes you need to have a little bit luck here as well with like the mob spawning. So here I think my caravan got hit a little bit and I was at 92%. But like in some of my other one, I was always able to get my caravan at like 98% or even 100% before the final boss, guys. And here I am trying to simplify my graphic here because I was just so pissed off because I just couldn't drag my marches there. And now I am on modified graphic here. And going for another spawning very soon here. Here. So this one here, right? So this one, we got another spawning time here. So this time, right, against, right, I am putting a lot of marches in the front here because I do not worry too much if the barbarian spawning behind my caravan. So here we got 2 spawning in the front, right? 2 green ones spawning in the front here. And we got a whole bunch of barbarians spawning in the back line here, right? Which I don't care too much, right? So I only have to focus on killing the 2 green one right here in the front. And I just had to stop that white one here with my hero there, with my hero, and the other one, right? It's gonna take them a long time to chase after my my caravan here. So like in this event, you're going to have a lot of time to prepare to set yourself up with like a very good run, so that you have an easy time to kill the barbarian here. You have more time to prepare, you have more time to set up your marches, and you can kill them faster and easier. And more time to prepare for your next wave. Okay, so that is gonna be pretty easy there. So let's go to the second spawn here, the second last spawn before the final boss, guys. Here. So against here, right? So this time they're going to spawn another the set another wave of barbarian going to spawn very soon. But as I mentioned, right, because there is no mini boss and the caravan is gonna keep going forward, right? So I don't have to worry too much about the back line. I want to focus a lot more in the front line because it's more important for me to take care of the barbarian in the front line first. And if there are some barbarian in the back line, they spawning, I can just ignore them. For I just have to clear out the barbarian in the front first because my caravan is gonna keep going forward, right? Why do we have to kill the one behind me, right? When I can just let my caravan keep going, and then I can go back and kill the barbarian in the back here. So here I have a whole bunch of barbarians spawning here. I got something spawning on the left side. I got something spawning behind here. I got 2 green ones spawning in the front here, right? So I had to take care of the green one first because they are going directly toward my caravan. So I am sending my Grand New down here. I think I'm gonna dragging my Saturn over here to take out the green one as well. I am taking another commander up here in the front to take out the green barbarian here as well because they are a lot more dangerous. I don't have to worry too much about the 2-1 in the back because it's gonna take them a long time to go after my caravan. Here I am focusing on the one on the side first. So here another perfect run right here, right? I did not get hit here because I was able to prioritizing on attacking on the barbarian in the front line, in the front of the caravan first here. And I can just completely ignoring the one in the back. Okay, now we are going to approach to the final stage here. The final stage is the last boss, right? So this one, it's very iffy. I can tell you guys right now, right? I cannot give you guys any kind of a tips or strategy here. One thing I can tell you is that trying to get the final boss a little bit closer to the caravan and putting the best AoE commanders on him. So probably try to put like Alex and YSG or using something with YSG on the final boss. Let the final boss get a little closer to the caravan and then you gotta use your best AoE commander on him. I don't think I use it here, but I think I got a little bit lucky here with my spawning because I think a lot of the barbarians spawn a little bit further away from the caravan. It's gave me a lot more time to kill the barbarians. As I mentioned, right, the final stage has a lot to do with luck. So this is why you have to run this event multiple times. And sometimes one or two times you gotta get lucky with your spawning. And that is how you can do better. You can get better score because you have a better position in terms of like where's the final boss spawning, where's the other barbarians spawning, and how fast can you kill them. So let's go here very soon. They gotta spawn. Let me speed things up a little bit here. So here, right, you don't know where's the mob going to spawn here, right? So I am positioning my marches like all surrounding the caravan here because I am ready. Okay, here, right, let's pause it here. Here we have a lot of them spawning, but you can see that, right, I have a lot of the barbarians. They spawning a little bit further away from my caravan, right? So they are taking a little bit longer time to get to my caravan here, and they kind of like spread out a little bit here. I think, right? I think here, and I was able to like very maneuver my marches quickly, right? I was able to get my Alex to hit on those 2 white barbarian very quickly. My Saturn is on this guy down here, and man, they are coming fast. And this is exactly why you need to have an AoE skill damage commander because you can hit them multiple times, right? Multiple target attack at one here. Here I'm trying to get my Gwen, right? They are keep coming here, right? This is exactly the reason why you need to have an AoE skill damage commander because you can kill them out quickly, right? And here it's all about like how fast your finger going to be able to move. Where you can see your commanders, right? Which one is not attacking, you gotta use them. You gotta use all your commander here. You gotta attack on all your target here. You cannot afford to have some commander just standing around doing nothing. And it's gonna come down to your luck, right? And how fast you can clear the last wave. The last wave is probably one of the toughest one, I would say. And it's gonna be depend on your lineup, your commanders, right? Bringing in a lot of like AoE skill damage commander will definitely help you out. And right, if I was able to put my Alex on Zit boss here, I think I can definitely do a lot better because my Alex is paired with YSG and I can deal a lot of AoE skill damage like all the time. Over like because my Satin and Air to Flat was on him, it was not very effective. Again, right? It's all come down to like positioning, right? Because the boss was closer to my Satin and Air to Flat, so I wasn't able to move my Alex on that side, right? So like if my Alex and YSG was closer to the boss, I could have definitely get a slightly better score here. So in this one, I got 70%, right? 70% here with this one, which is pretty okay, right? I was running like 45 and 145 and 1T4 marches, and my commander gearing is definitely not the best, right? Especially I am running two carry pairing, and my carry gears is definitely not one of the best carry gears. And I definitely think that I was missing some AoE skill damage right there, right? I think if I have a like some better commander like Nabucher, right? Nabucher can deal AoE skill damage, or some other commander, right? XY William can definitely help as well. They deal very high AoE skill damage, right? Uh, so that is something. That is something that uh I think you guys can try, right? If you guys want to do better in this event, feel free to give it a try and see if it work out for you. And let me know. Let me know if it can help you get high like top spot into this event, guys. Thanks for watching the video, guys.